Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I'm Randy with Beyond Limits Palm Beach Mobile Detailing. And in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to properly clay bar your vehicle's paint. So let's get right into it.
Don't not get strained but strained. Hey. Don't not get strained but strained. Don't not get strained but strained. You don't get shit straight, you don't straighten it.
Today we're going to be using this Meguairs Smooth Surface Clay kit that you can easily find at your local Walmart for about $20. It brings 3 clay bar pieces, a towel, as well as a quick detailer that serves as a clay lubricant. I, however, will also be using my detailing car soap as a lubricant to show you guys that car soap can also be used as a lubricant. You don't necessarily need to have a separate dedicated clay lube. Car soap will do the job. And in addition, we're also going to be needing a wax, guys, to apply at the very end. Here I have Colonite Insulator 845 wax. I've also noticed Chemical Guys just came out with a kit that runs about $10 more than this actual kit, guys, but it does come with some extra things like a small bottle of soap, some wax, as well as some applicators. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll leave it up on the screen right now for you guys to see. And let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see a review of that kit alone in a separate video. So guys, the entire purpose of a clay bar treatment is to remove contamination of a vehicle that a standard wash fails to remove. So it is essentially used to remove all the tiny contaminants embedded in the clear coat which have bonded with the paint surface. So if a vehicle hasn't been detailed for a while, maybe 3 to 6 months, or doesn't regularly get cleaned up, more than likely it will be in need of a clay bar treatment. A good way to always test it out and see if you actually need a clay service or not is to grab a Ziploc bag, a plastic bag, insert your hand in it, and gently slide it across the surface of your car's paint in different locations, whether it's the hood, the roof, or the trunk. If the surface feels smooth like glass, your clear coat is free of contaminants. But if you feel little bumps under your fingertips and you can hear that sound as if you were sanding something down while you glide your hand over the paint, you more than likely have embedded contaminants on the clear coat, which means you have to go ahead and get it clayed. Now, a quick note, guys, a lot of detailers online are not transparent when it comes to cleaning paint. It is important to know clay bars are a bit abrasive, so they do have the potential to damage paint by causing light scratches, marring, and even swirls, just like with anything you rub against a car surface with. I've noticed light colored vehicles are more forgiving as opposed to black or blue colored vehicles, of course, because they expose every little detail. You can, however, minimize the risk by using a soft clay, plenty of lubrication, and frequently inspecting the clay for contaminants that may cause scratches. This would also apply to different clay medias like clay towels, clay mitts, and clay blocks. So in the ideal world, guys, in the perfect world, you want to follow a clay bar treatment up with a polish. However, it all depends on what a customer actually wants done and how bad the paint may be as far as swirls and scratches. Polishing isn't required, but if you like for the best possible results, it's definitely recommended, and most definitely if you're going to be adding a long-term protectant like a ceramic coating. For the most part though, you can always get away with just a clay bar treatment and top it off with a wax or a sealant. I just wanted to be sure to add that you can always choose to polish up the paint before finally applying your form of protection, again, whether that's a wax or a sealant. Before starting with the clay bar process, guys, you want to make sure to always wash your car beforehand. So in this case, I'm going to be working on this hood. So let's go ahead into step number 1, which is washing the exterior. Alrighty guys, so I just finished washing this hood. I went ahead and rinsed it. What I'm actually going to do now is split this hood into 2. So I'm going to be cleaning this half of the hood my way with car soap as a lubricant, and I'll be cleaning that half of the hood with the Meguairs clay bar kit. So this hood is still wet right now, guys. It is totally optional, up to you if you want to go ahead and dry it before you actually start cleaning. I'm actually going to be throwing some soap on the hood with the foam cannon, so I see no point in it. So let's move on to step number 2, guys, which is grabbing your clay lubricant. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be using my soap and a foam cannon, and we're going to be working in a shaded area. So whenever you are working in a shaded area, I'm a huge advocate of using your soap, your daily soap that you wash your car with, whether it's in a foam cannon or maybe in a sprayer bottle. You know, add some soap and water in a 32-ounce sprayer bottle. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and apply it onto the paint. Step number 3, guys, we're going to grab your clay bar, break it in half, and shape it into a flat oval that covers most of your fingers. Step number 4, guys, we're going to start claying. We're going to work section by section. You want to glide the clay bar up and down or side to side, guys. Never in a circular motions to avoid causing swirl marks or marring the paint. Step number 5, guys, you want to repeatedly check your clay bar for excessive contaminants. If your clay bar is really dirty or not, you want to adjust it accordingly to reveal a new surface in order to properly continue working in the next section. Step number 6, guys, we're gonna go ahead and rinse and dry. So in this case, since I'm using soap from a foam cannon, I'll go ahead and rinse the soap off before I actually start drying the hood, as opposed to, going straight to drying if I were using a normal clay lubricant from a spray bottle or from a clay kit. Now that you're all finished up with all these 6 steps, guys, you want to go ahead and repeat the same process throughout the entire car until the paint finish is completely decontaminated. And when you're all finished up, you can move on to our last step, which is step number 7, waxing the vehicle. Whether you're waxing it or adding a sealant to the paint for protection, either or is up to you guys. Right now, since I will be cleaning that half of the hood with the clay bar kit, I will wait until the very end to add the protection. Alrighty, guys, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be cleaning this half of the hood with the Meguairs clay bar kit. So let's go ahead, and we just finished washing this vehicle. I'm just gonna dry it up real quick. So using the Meguairs clay bar kit, guys, you want to go ahead and grab your quick detailer that will serve as your clay lubricant. So let's go ahead and spray the quick detailer onto a section of this hood. Step number 3, guys, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna go ahead and grab our clay bar, take a piece off the actual bar, and let's start clay barring the vehicle. So guys, you always want to make sure that your panel that you're clay barring always is lubricated. So make sure you keep adding lubricant onto the panel accordingly. So you always want to work in an up and down sort of motion, guys, or a left to right, side to side motion, never in a circular motion, as that can risk causing swirl marks, causing marring and light scratches. So I am all done with this section, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you my clay bar. That is all the contaminants that the clay bar took off from the paint. And like I mentioned earlier, when we're going to go ahead and work in a different section, we'll just reveal a new surface of the clay bar, a clean and ready to clay surface like this. In the meantime, guys, since we're just using a normal clay lubricant off a spray bottle, I'll go ahead and dry this section before moving on to the next portion of the hood. So step number 7, guys, we're gonna apply a wax or a sealant of choice. I'm actually using this Color Night 845 wax, so let's go ahead and apply it onto our applicator and apply it accordingly onto the vehicle's paint for ultimate protection. I just applied the wax on the entire hood, guys. Let's go ahead and remove the wax with the dedicated towel that removes wax. Alrighty, guys, so if I wasn't in the shading area like I am now, or it is simply too hot outside where the panels are extremely hot to clay bar the vehicle with, soap off a foam cannon, I'd go ahead and clay bar the vehicle with a kit like this Meguairs Smooth Surface Clay kit and follow the instructions like it shows. And just like that, guys, you're able to clay bar a vehicle. As you can see, it's not hard at all. Just a couple of things you want to know about the clay bar treatment, like I mentioned earlier, helps you better understand how the process actually works. And the perfect scenario with the proper time in your hands and a willing customer, you'd wash a vehicle, throw some iron remover on it, clay bar it, follow up with the polish, and finally add a wax or a sealant for a form of protection on the paint. Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you want to see a video where I show you how to properly wax a vehicle, or if you guys would like to see a review of the Chemical Guys clay bar kit that actually just came out and brings everything you pretty much need to get the job done. I believe it brings some soap, clay bar, some clay lube, some wax, as well as some microfiber towels and an applicator. There you guys have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and press that subscribe button. As always, guys and girls, see you on the next one.